guys? Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's your girl, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. And I'm so excited and so blessed to be with you guys on this beautiful Tuesday over here in Maryland, guys. So I have a special guest, guys, that's coming on, Miss Katisha Shipp, guys. She's going to be talking about, well, me and her going to be talking about you guys transitioning into business and also transitioning out of business. So I know many of you see so many people online say you just start that LLC, just do this, just do that, but that's not really all that it takes to start a business. And then a lot of you guys, you start the business and you like, oh man, this not for me. I don't want to run the business no more. And then you just don't do anything. You don't send the required paperwork to the state. You don't take the necessary steps to actually dissolve the company. So you don't know what it actually entails. So if you know somebody that needs to learn this information and tune in with our special guest, please take a minute because we're going to take a quick little break. Please take a minute to share the video, like the video, and share it on your social media platform. And if I were you, because you know, guys, I always drop some gems and you guys always learn some stuff from me, right? If I were you, I would also grab my pen and my paper and whatever drink, libation, or whatever that you guys want to have on this beautiful Tuesday. So we're going to take just a little minute, 1 minute break. Okay, just 1 minute break. Okay, and we'll be right back. Hey loves, it's your girl Folasade, the accountability accountant, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of The Money Zone. If you know, I know, you should have shared that video up with your friend or your family because our goal is to build generational wealth. So do me one favor, share the video and subscribe to our mailing list by clicking the link below. Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. So look, y'all gotta help me welcome Miss Shipp. So if you guys did not know Katisha, she is the CEO of the Kreative firm, a full-service event design management company specializing in planning, managing, and designing events and decor that will leave you with unforgettable memories. She found success in corporate events management and is now transitioning into international travel and real estate. Guys, help me welcome Miss Shipp to the Money Zone. How are you?
Hey, I am well. How are you?
I'm good. Look, thank goodness the audio working because, guys,
I know, right?
we were test the audio. We were bright and early. But yes, I'm so glad that you've been able to
Yes,
grace our presence this evening. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to be here with you today.
Yes. So let's rock this thing on out. So I'm just really curious. How did you go from event designing, event management to international travel and real estate? as an accountant, I see so many people jump, 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 jump. So I'm really curious. How did it
Well,
flow?
this is the thing. I've been doing event planning and design for over 20 years now. And when sometimes when God calls you to do something different, you just do something different. It is pretty much your time. Even though this is what I love to design, I love to plan, and I think that will always be in my blood. But it's time to do something different. I know for sure I love to travel. And I asked God, I said, you know what? What I want to do is, God, I just want to do something that's going to make me happy. I want to travel the world and I want to invest in real estate. I did not know that was going to bring me to international investing.
Mm.
But it is just amazing. Like so many people that you come across, so many people that you meet, so many people lives that I have the opportunity to change.
Yeah. So how did you start? Like, so you just prayed and you just started to
I'm a,
make the move, or like
yes.
you start
Let me tell
researching
you.
first? So you start picking people brains. What were the
Hmm.
steps that you took to take that transition? Because there's so many business owners that want to get out of the rut of what they're doing
Hmm.
now and want to kind of travel the world and do things. So how
Hmm.
did you actually get the courage outside of God? Like, what else did you do outside of prayer to be able to transition over?
Okay, so what I did was I opened my own travel agency. I was working for other people, and then I decided I was going to go ahead and open my own travel agency, which I did. So I am not new to the travel industry. I'm
Mm,
just a new, I'm not under, I'm no longer under anyone. It's just
got it.
my company and I'm responsible for everything now. And with that came, there is so much more to see and do when it's time to travel. I mean, it was like last year I was traveling every single month.
Wow.
I was going somewhere. And when you travel, you get to meet a lot of people and you get inspired and you decide that this is the type of, I decided that this was the type of life I wanted to live. I wanted to live a life where I can experience the culture. I just don't want to be the resort girl.
Yeah.
I want to be the person that every place I go, I want to learn how to cook that culture's food, right? I want to be engulfed in the culture. I want to meet the locals. I want to talk to them about what it's like to live where they live. Um, and then on the same note, you get to meet a whole bunch of business professionals and people have so many inspiring stories. You meet people all across the world with so much knowledge, wealth, wisdom, and they just inspire you. So after me praying one day, I just said, you know what, God, I really just want to live the life that I want to live. I want to travel. I want to invest. That's it. And it was not necessarily invest internationally. I just said invest.
Okay.
So I started looking into investing in Dubai.
Okay.
And so one of my closest friends, I said, hey, I'm looking at, investing in real estate in Dubai. And she said, well, this conference that we went to, the guy, we follow him on Instagram and he invests in Dubai. Actually, he lives in Dubai. And she said, why don't you just reach out to him and see if he can help you?
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I'm just going to give it a shot. And I reached out to him. I told him I was a travel agent and I was interested in bringing people to Dubai to invest in real estate. And he said, let's do it. And from that point on, it has been, he's my mentor, my broker. It's just everything when it comes to, the real estate game out in Dubai, even in America, because he owns real estate here. He owns subdivisions here in America. He owns property in Dubai. It is just amazing just how God just align you with the right people at the right time when you're ready.
Yeah. So look. I have to kind of put this in like a step-by-step process for them to be able to take something away from our conversation. So guys,
Mhm.
she did exactly what I personally recommend a lot of you guys do. She didn't just, from what I can hear, it sounds like she didn't just jump out there. In business, guys, one of the secret tools is prayer, is having a relationship with God. I know
Mhm.
some of you atheists or non-believers or whatever you guys are out there, you might be like, oh, here you go, Falasha. But that's really like the first step, right? The
Mhm.
second step was that she went and started networking and being
Mhm.
resourceful. Okay. So she started networking with people that she knew, started going to events, traveling, and just putting herself out there. So many of you have these businesses and you haven't started to connect with anyone.
Mhm.
You see people online that you want to connect with, and you're scared to send them a DM when the social media puts everyone in your proximity. You're probably not going back out to networking events since we've opened up since COVID. So my personal recommendation is to, number one, incorporate prayer, guys, in everything that you do with your business. Number one, right?
Mhm.
And then number two, start talking with your community. Don't just jump out there and go start an LLC. No, no, no. Start seeing what people are
Mhm.
saying about your industry with the traveler, with investing, whatever you guys want to do. Hey, did you hear about anybody starting this type of business? Do you know anybody that start using the people that you know as your resource and then also as your forum? So you can now catapult yourself a bit faster than people like me that had to start from the bottom. Then now we here.
Right.
So don't make the mistake. Not here. I'm trying to tell you guys how to not, take 10 years to, make millions or whatever. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
start connecting
Mhm.
with people that you are personally associated with and then
Mhm.
get out. You may not have to travel like she did, but you may have to go to networking events. You may have
Mhm.
go to just events in general, not per se networking events, and just start putting yourself out there, doing
Mhm.
community service and things like that. Okay, so I'm with you. I'm with you, Michelle. Let's go. So we pray. We started
Mhm.
networking. You
Mhm.
started to figure out people that can invest with, that can help you invest in Dubai.
Mhm.
And so, oh, and then one more thing, guys. She said she already knew she wanted to travel.
Mhm.
That's key. She knew what she wanted to do.
Mhm.
Some of you don't know what type of lifestyle you want. You don't know if you want to live in Maryland. You don't know if you want to live in New York. You don't know where you want to
Mhm.
live. You don't know if you want to be an expat and never come back to America. You don't
Mhm.
know. So really, to before you guys just jump out and get those LLCs, you have to know what type of business you're supposed to build. Because if you want to travel and be all over the world like me and Katisha, then you have to maybe do something virtual, honey,
Mhm.
or do something you have to be
Exactly.
there every day. You know what I mean? Like, you got to put those
Exactly.
things in context, guys. Okay, so I'm with
Mhm.
you. Let's rock it out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. You have to, I think for me, I'm just a little sad that it took me this long to realize I need to do what I love, what I want to do, and create the type of lifestyle that I want. And I think if people start there, everybody thinks they want the big house and the big mansion and the big cars. And some people don't want that. I'd rather have the experiences of traveling the world, right? I'd rather have that, those type of experiences and live in different places around the world as opposed to just live in one place, and being stable and being stagnant. I just really think people should start with the type of lifestyle you want to live. If you want a modest lifestyle, then create a business around that. If you want to
Mhm.
live the lap of luxury, you want to have mansions all over the world, create a business model that go with that. It just start from where you want to be.
Yes. And you know what? I'm actually glad that you said that because guys, and then also that vision may change over time.
It,
Because when I first started my company, I wanted to make 20 million, $30 million. And then as I'm getting older and I'm really not into having a big house because of the cleaning bill, the
right.
expenditures, I'm not trying to be in debt. I don't want to have to work the rest of
Exactly.
my life. And so
Hmm.
I was like, I already own my house. What's wrong with this? Let me just make this work, and being comfortable with
Hmm.
that because I know ultimately I don't want to have to work for the rest of my life. So I don't want to go
Hmm.
keep adding on more bills and more costs and more things. So that's also something that you guys have to put in context. When do you want to stop working and when do you want to retire? And and what that look like as well. Okay, look, we rocking. I'm getting excited and angry. Okay, all right. So we gotta so Miss Hampton said, I got to see, guys, my little glass. Okay. And the way you are going to know what you are called to do is by going to the source. Exactly. Yes. Go to
Hmm.
the source, honey. Go to the source.
Exactly. Hmm.
Okay. So we with you. Now we in Dubai.
Hmm.
We made some investments. We got some connections. Now where are we? How do we get into the real estate in Dubai
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
international travel and everything?
Hmm. So what I do is that's where I come in at. So what I do is before we even get to Dubai, let's back up. What I like to do is we have a monthly Zoom meetings where people can jump on, and some people have questions, and I'm like, save your questions for the meeting, because he's going to go over everything that you can possibly think of, any question that you have, any concern. He'll go over that on the call, um, and is before we get there, and every 6 months I'll be going to Dubai, starting we going in April. Right now, we have 14 people going to Dubai, and every last one of them are interested in investing.
Mm. And see, guys,
So,
another thing
mhm,
too is that don't just go and invest. You have to maybe go see what's
yeah,
going on first.
yes, yeah,
Build some relationship first.
hmm,
Um, Before you just jump out there. I see so many people making so many blind investments now.
hmm,
And so if they were to travel and say, okay, they say, you know what, I want to do a virtual business.
hmm,
I want to be able to live in Dubai.
yep.
What
Hmm.
what would be the next? What would be the first step that they want to have to do?
So when we go to Dubai, the first I have people that are going. There's some people that they can't wait to April. I have some of my clients that are going before April, because they're so interested. They're ready to just start investing right now, because you can invest in Dubai as little as $120,000 for an apartment unit.
Mm,
There's no income tax, there's no capital gains tax, there's no property tax, in Dubai. There's no credit check.
none of
It
that.
is so no. So it's like a cash.
Mhm.
They don't believe in debt, right? So it's like cash, cash, cash. Everything is cash. But the good thing about it is what they do is they allow you, anybody that's coming into, into Dubai, you can get up to, non-residents, you can get up to a 50% loan. Well, like loan, they don't call it really mortgage on the property. You have the opportunity to get up to 50%. But also they have something that's really cool. What you can do is, like, you get in with the builders before the property is even built, and you can actually put down, let's say, 10%. You put that 10% down, and as they're building the property, you pay 1% here, let's say 1% a month. Once the actual property is complete, then you have two options. You can go ahead and you can sell, because now everybody wants to get into that building,
Mm,
and you didn't even pay the rest of the money.
wow.
That's an option. Or you can go ahead and make an arrangement with the actual builder to pay off the rest of the remaining balance in over a 3-year period.
Mm.
Now, if you put a tenant in there, which tenants in Dubai pay their rent for the year, right?
Almost
Or you,
everywhere internationally, cash is
hmm,
king.
hmm,
We're like the only country that's just having all this debt, guys. And y'all
yes,
know how I get sometimes, but we kind of answer my next question. So my next question was, what are the benefits for investing into international real estate?
yep. So, like I said, there's no capital gains
Yeah,
tax,
that's
no
what you
property tax.
said.
none of that. So, and so here in America, where you would have typically 4% ROI, you have 9 to 12% ROI,
Mm,
right? So it just it makes sense, and then you don't have none of those taxes. You do have something, like if you have like an apartment, and let's say you have something that's equivalent to what's our HOA, you
hmm.
would have to pay that. But with the HOA comes, if you have an apartment over there and the heater, what is it, the AC breaks, you don't pay for that. There's a leak in the building, you don't pay for that. All of that is included. All of the maintenance is included. All of the appliances is included. You don't have to do anything.
Wow,
Hmm.
guys, do you all hear that? This is why everybody's like, I'm moving to Dubai. I at least got it. But guys, from a tax perspective, I really, if you guys are really going to do this, because you are U.S. citizens, right? Your income is still might be taxed here, um,
Hmm.
depending on the amount. However,
Hmm.
if you track things properly, right? If you
Hmm.
track things properly, then you may be able to qualify for the foreign income exclusion. And they increased it down. So I think for this 2023, I think it's like 120,000. I know last year was like 112,000. So
Hmm.
you guys can make up to 120 something $1,000 for the in another country and won't have to pay US taxes as well.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of benefits behind investing in internationally and
Hmm.
leaving here, and the benefits far exceed the investment, the piece now, as far as I'm concerned.
Right, right. And then you get dual residency.
Yes.
It's so many. That's why I love when people get on the call, because whether you're interested, now I have people who are everybody who's going are interested. Let's say out of 14 people, I
Hmm.
have probably about 9 people who are probably going to purchase while they're over there. I have the rest of them that they want to see. They might not have the money right now,
Yeah.
but they're like, I need to see, I need to
Yeah.
see what's happening. I need to see what steps I need to take. I want to even see if this is even for me,
Yeah.
right? I want to see if this is possible. I want to see it for myself. I want to, be on the ground. I want to look at these buildings. I want to speak to the builders. These are all of the things, because when we go over to Dubai, the first couple of days is business. We
Yeah.
strictly about our business. We over there, we're got little hard hats on. We're in these buildings. We're talking to to the builders. We're talking to other investors. We're talking to the broker. We just getting all of our questions, answers, our concerns taken care of. And then the rest of the trip, we on a yacht. We end the trip with a yacht, on a yacht. We're going dune on a dune buggy in the sand, on the camel. We have a shopping spree. We're doing all of those things too, because we definitely just not going to Dubai and not partaking in all of the activities. But for the most part, that's why I put all of the business stuff first, so that we can really enjoy and experience Dubai and see if this is something, a culture that we want to be a part of.
Yes. And guys, we do not want to keep getting left behind on things
Mm-mm.
at all. So that kind of leads into the next question. Like, what is the ideal candidate that fits your that the ideal candidate that fits to invest over there? I know you said something like, oh, maybe $120,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said something else, but tell me, what's the ideal investor or the ideal candidate to invest over there?
Hmm. So the ideal investor would be someone who is just looking to build generational wealth. Because if you want to invest in a house here, you could invest in a house in Dubai and get more return on your investment, right? That just makes sense to me, And I think that it's somebody who's looking to, like I said, break generational curses, build generational wealth. I'm going to next level. This
Yeah.
is just really just next level, because if you can double, almost triple your ROI. Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, but you know what the why is we don't have the access or the
Hmm.
resources.
Hmm.
So now,
Or
guys, you
something is
all
fear.
have a resource. Now you have
Hmm.
Katisha Shipp, guys. So head over to her IG. Let me tell you what her
Hmm.
IG is, guys.
Hmm.
Hold on. Okay, so her IG is Miss. No, that's her TikTok. So her IG is the Creative with the K, the Creative Firm on IG.
Hmm.
Head over there and follow her there. And her
Hmm.
TikTok is Miss Katisha,
Hmm.
spelled exactly the way it sounds. And then our Facebook is the Creative Firm LLC with the K,
Hmm.
for creative, guys.
Hmm.
Now they have you as a resource. So if you have
Yes,
questions, guys,
absolutely.
I'm sorry to send them to your DM, but go ahead on and send her
Nope.
a DM. A lot of us are fed up on, our
Hmm.
investments staying stagnant. the culture, and
Mhm.
everything that's happening, the lack of safety here,
Mhm.
and comfort. So really considering, even if you guys just go over there and be a resident or try to live there and maybe not even
Mhm.
invest, I think she may have a
Yes.
lot of the answers for you guys. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. Wow.
Even starting a business, the benefits of starting a business in Dubai is amazing as well. So I think, like I said, we have these calls monthly. We're going to have them every month until we go to Dubai, because I don't want to leave anyone behind. If someone wants to know, if you want more information, you can just DM me and I'll send you, I'll let you know when the next Zoom meeting is going to be, and just get on the call. And I mean, we don't charge for people to get on the call. You get on the call and you see if this is something that you want to do. If you want to be a part of it, I'll send you a quote and tell you how much it is to travel, for your hotel, your flight, all of your, it's all inclusive. It's everything is included. You're gonna get one package, and it's all inclusive. And that's, like I said, that's the flight, your excursions, your transfers to and from the hotel, um and they actually come and pick us up and take us to the different sites and to meet the different builders as well.
Mm, mm. And they just have a different culture over there in terms of integrity,
Mhm. Mhm.
everything over there too, guys. A bit different than how we function over here. We
Mhm.
hear you like, okay, are you trying to scam me? Scamming
Right.
is easy, right? And scam is common.
Right.
Over there, you have your scammers, but their culture is just
Mhm.
a bit different, and encourages just doing right by people. Okay, so this is good. So how has this business pivot impacted your life?
Oh man, it is so different. It's gonna put you in another tax bracket. I tell you that.
Oh, I love that now. Money. Wait, where my little thing? Where my little thing? Wait. Let me find my little money thing now. Oh,
I know that's right. Yes.
yes. Okay, so she said
It
it's gonna
is.
put you guys in another tax bracket. What else, man?
It's gonna give you the freedom to do what you want to do. See, for me, it's two parts. It's the travel, and it's in the investment. So the travel is amazing because I'm not only looking to invest only in Dubai. I have other people who have contacted me, who want to. I have people who want to retire in Panama. So next year we'll be going to Panama, to look at investing in real estate. Ghana,
Mm,
Nigeria, some of South Africa, Italy. So
wow.
we have, yes, it's just international real estate all across the board. So if someone's interested in a place, I mean, we may get there and you may say, okay, yeah, no, it's not what I thought. Costa Rica is also on our list. There's just some people have this dream to live in other places, especially when they retire. So why not start, processing that dream right now? Just go out there, do your research and development to see if this is a place where you want to be. If this is something that, is calling you. When you're going to know. It's just like when you walk into your house that you're going to buy. I don't care what it look like, you feel it. Like, this is mine. I belong here. And when you go, you're going to have that same feeling. And I think, and if you don't, then this is
That-
not the
That's
place to
right.
waste your time and money, right? But at least you'll get the knowledge. And we're going on vacation, and we're going to, so you can obtain all of the information that you need to obtain about investing in real estate in that particular country.
You know what? I like what you said, where you say you have to, if that has been, one of your dreams, then you have to kind of go over there and see. And guys, to be honest with you, you cannot just sit here and doodle and journal and do what they
Mhm.
say, vision boards and stuff
Yep.
like that. You actually now, if that's really a dream, you actually have to step foot there and say, okay, you know what?
Mhm.
How do I do this? Is this for me? And that's almost with anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you know you want the big house, go and do, if they have any open houses that you can get in, go and see
Mm-hmm.
how it feels. If you want the Bentley, go and do that. If you want to travel, start traveling. Like whatever you
Mm-hmm.
guys want to do, you have to get your feet wet. Okay. You have to get your feet wet. And it may not start with you just going over there the first time and having everything in place. No, it actually should even work out like that. Because you're gonna get scammed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scammer mentality. You just flop
Right,
in.
right.
Everything together. No, honey, no, no, no. That's not how it works. So this, you take the necessary steps. You go over there. You
Mm-hmm.
step on their soil. You travel. You move around with the other residents, and you see what it works. And that's exactly all the same steps that you guys are supposed to do when
Mm-hmm.
you're transitioning into a business. If you know you want to start a restaurant, you actually go into restaurants. You go and look at their processes, their systems. What do they have the servers doing? How do they have them? What they have them wearing? What is the bartender policies? Things like that, whatever you can garner. So you guys have to do your legwork research, or everything will stay a dream
Mm-hmm.
and never
Mm-hmm.
become tangible. So before we go, like, what are some last minute words that you want to leave everybody with? Is it any particular, you want them to follow you? Like, the
Mm-hmm.
floor is yours. Okay, you got about 3 minutes.
Okay. So first and foremost, I just want to thank
Oh,
you
it's
for
all
having me.
dark. It's all dark.
Oh, here where I'm at.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry
there's
because I'm sitting. I'm
nothing
sorry, guys.
at
I'm
all.
in my car because it's the kids is inside. But I just wanted to. So let me see if I can't even turn this light on.
Let's
I'm
see.
sorry.
At least for this part.
I'm gonna step out the car. Okay, maybe that'll help some. Oh, there we go. That's
Yes,
better.
that's better. Yes,
Okay, I'm
thank you.
sorry. So I don't know how long it's going to stay on. Let me talk quick. So I just want to say, just really follow your dreams. Follow your dreams and don't be afraid because this is scary for me. This is uncharted territory, but there's such a blessing on the other side of fear. And this is how we're going to be able to break these generational curses and build generational wealth. Because we are just walking past that fear, we're walking through it. And if you are interested in traveling, if you're interested in real estate, either or, please feel free to DM me. And if you want to be a part of this Dubai movement, investing in Dubai, just go ahead and again DM me, and I'll give you the information for the next Zoom meeting so you can come on and you can get all of your questions answered and see if this is something that is interesting to you.
I love this. I'm actually so glad that you came on here, simply because you are actually going to allow people to really be able to live their dream. It's so many
Mm-hmm.
that want
Mm-hmm.
to travel, that are afraid or want to move, that don't have no connections, don't have any resources over there. And it's scary. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, everything that we're doing is scary.
all the
Even my
time.
stupid little business, being an accountant is scary. You understand? Like,
Mm-hmm.
everything I've been doing lately has been scary. So everything that you guys are going to be doing in life, if it's worth doing, it's going to be a little scary, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But don't stop. And if every other culture can go to these countries, flop over there, steal resources, like, what's wrong with you going over there with your hard-earned money
Yep.
and invest in the right way and
Mm-hmm.
becoming profitable and maybe even financially free and just living a whole totally different life
Mm-hmm.
from what you're presently living right now, guys. So I would just say, if you've ever dreamed of really going to Dubai, investing in Dubai, really reach out to her and see what they have to offer. And
Mm-hmm.
make sure, if I'm sending you anybody now, I don't do the scamming on my platform. You know what I mean? So
No, ma'am. No,
make
ma'am.
sure my people are well taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I
'cause
think that's important. That is really important because it was a lot of information, a lot of research that I had to do on my own because I'm taking some of the most dearest people to me,
mhm.
and at the end of the day, if things did not go right, it's going to fall on me. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Because they know me and they trust me. I know, everybody, on today, they don't know me and they have no reason to trust me. However, that's why I want you to come on the call and I want you to listen and I
Mm.
want you to do your due diligence, right? And come back with anything else, like, because you may be on the first call and be like, you know what, I have another question. Come back again. Until you're comfortable. Nobody's forcing anybody to purchase. I want you to see for yourself. That's why I'm taking people out there. That's why I want them to speak to the real estate agents, speak to the brokers, speak to the builders, put your foot on the soil. Let's talk to the banks so you can see for yourself and you're not just getting this information from me.
Yes. Oh, this is good, guys. We're actually starting to break major barriers now. You
Hmm.
don't realize each one, what is it? Each one teach one
Teach
or
one. Yes,
whatever.
ma'am.
It's of it.
Yes,
And like
yes.
y'all probably thinking, what you mean for like we could just go over there and do this? It's not that easy, honey. It takes a
Mm-mm.
lot of research. You got to know some stuff, know some people,
Mm-hmm.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she probably may have lost some money on a deal, trying it on her
Mm-hmm.
own or doing something. So I'm excited because we are. It really shows that we are starting to break some barriers. We're not
Mm-hmm.
staying in this country and saying, yeah, US, nah, we're going other places. So I do encourage you guys to really sit back and think about the life that you guys dream. And if traveling, investing, is really investing internationally is really
Mm-hmm.
a thought of yours, then definitely reach out to Katisha at the Creative Firm. So I just appreciate you coming on. Sorry for us not being able to test out our sound part, but I just
It's
hope
all good. I know I could have been in better lighting, but the kids was screaming. I was like, "It's no
no,
way."
okay. Perfect. Look, mine's up there. But no, this is good, guys. This is really a great opportunity in the sense of I'm just happy that we're starting to make pave ways for other people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Mm-hmm.
realize you are starting to pave the way for Black Americans to start not
Mm-hmm.
being stuck here in America and having more opportunities. So we appreciate you, um,
Thank you.
you know, exposing us, and hopefully, y'all make some millions. I may be on the next trip now, because I'm tempted.
No, we gotta bring you. You know what? You gotta come on because
Yeah.
you know what? A lot of question that people have about going over there and a lot of reservation is about the taxes.
Mm,
And there I had I'm gonna be honest with you, I had one person that said I can't go over there because my CPA told me that there isn't any. What did she say? She said that it's not beneficial because she's not going to get any tax break from America, and there is an international fee investment. There's an investment fee, and the investment fee is when you put the property in your name instead of your business name. So it's just different. I think people need to see it from an accountant,
I see what
you
you're
know, point of view. Because a lot of times that's one of the number one questions people have. And everything you said tonight is something that I think that people should be able to hear.
saying.
And the first thing we're asking, like, is your accountant um, diverse and international investing? So you need to make sure somebody who understands.
Yeah, I got you. And the average isn't. So
Hmm.
they even struggling with the basic taxes, so let alone the advanced. Let me not throw no shade. But guys, reach out to Katisha. Sound like she's a sweetheart, guys, and she'll be gladly to assist you guys on this journey. And if any of you experience amazingness, start making that big dough, like let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know. Let me know. Video. If you go over there, you like whatever
Right.
happens, good or bad. Let me know. I'm
Hmm.
excited. So I appreciate you telling us because you could be sneaky. You could
Yeah.
actually be not sneaky.
Gatekeeping.
Keeping right and
Yep.
not teach us.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's a pleasure. Okay,
Thank
Katisha. So guys,
you.
if you all want to follow her, head over to
Hmm.
Creative Firm LLC on Facebook
Hmm.
and the Creative Firm on IG.
Yes, really IG and TikTok, because those are the two places that
Okay.
I'm definitely going to be especially TikTok, because it's just easier for me to just, when I go over there, then next time I go back, I'm gonna just gonna have a lot more content so you guys can see. And I
Yeah.
want people to be able to give their true testimony, not just me talking. I want people to be able to say, hey, I went over there and this is what happened.
Right. Guys, it's our time now. Money, 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 money.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Katisha, I appreciate
Thank
you. Have
you.
an amazing night.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're
Goodbye.
welcome. Guys, look, I know y'all been wanting to travel all your life now. You like, Folasade, I was dreaming of going to the Dubai. I just saw somebody say they went to Dubai. So now, guys, you guys have your Dubai Connect. Reach out to Katisha, and DM her, ask her questions, and pick her brains. Get on that Zoom call, do your own research. And then, guys, we have to start making some moves. This country here is all over the place. There's no certainty with anything. And even with me, I'm trying to diversify as a little bit as well, guys. I'm going to be honest, because there's no certainty with everything here in this country. So if you've been considering traveling and just change your lifestyle, going to Dubai, doing international investing, then you want to reach out to her, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a quick little break, and then I will be. See, I'm trying to find right back. I didn't realize how much help that I needed when I started my business. Like, I knew I couldn't do it by myself, but I didn't know to the extent of how much help I would need. So this is why your accounting is so important, because it's the difference between you being a one-man band for the rest of your life and you being able to hire your next right-hand man. And see, so for example, like me, I'm a service provider. So if I hire another individual in my office, the next thing would be someone that has a CPA or an enrolled agent, someone with the credentials of my caliber, right? So I can now officially somewhat delegate everything to them, right? And so it costs to hire an accountant. It costs. I'm going to have to pay them no less than maybe 70 G's. So while all of you entrepreneurs thinking that it's so easy to really grow your business, now I already have $100,000 in payroll already. So when I add on another 70, so that's now taking my total payroll to $250,000. And so while you small businesses think that it's a game to level up and grow your businesses, when it's time for you to sacrifice that 70,000 to pay somebody, you're not willing to do so. So you stay where you are. Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the Accountability Accountant, guys. If you missed out on part one of the show, we talked about you guys potentially investing into Dubai, going over there, maybe investing in real estate, but just investing internationally. We can't be left behind no more, no more, no more, no more, especially with the internet, guys. So this is our time to really shine. So I didn't want to just drop the show, and just be like, oh, I'm done for the day, right? Close out, right? No, I'm going to go ahead on and bring you guys some content really quick, and we're just going to do some I don't want to call it no reactions now. I don't think I want to call it no reactions now. We're going to I'm gonna respond. No, no, no. They ain't say nothing to me. Okay, it's just a stupid reaction. So I'm gonna do some reactions to some of this stuff. All right. So let me share my screen because there's been a lot going on, guys. I don't even know. I'm like, y'all not gonna drive me nuts. But I do want to say something that crossed my mind too. I think that I need to be teaching you guys this lesson that I learned as well. So this New York Post says travel influencer slammed for telling followers to just book a flight. And she says, I'm literally in crippling debt. It says a travel blogger has been slammed for sharing a tone deaf post urging her 500,000 followers to just book a flight. Now, guys, for all my travel people, for all my travelers, you guys are like, well, fly today. Yes, everybody just need to book a flight. Everybody just need to book a flight. Not if you are in crippling debt. Not if you owe a lot of people money. Not if you can't afford your basic living expenses. No, guys. See, here is the thing. And I've experienced this. So a lot of times when I'm talking to you guys, it's from personal experience. I remember when I've traveled and I barely had enough money to pay my bills. I traveled, yes, party, 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 till Sade come through, right? All right, so I party. And guess what? I was able to leave my problems home at the moment while I was away on vacation temporarily. However, when I came back home from vacation, I ended up causing myself more problems because the money that I could have paid a bill with or could have saved with, I spent on vacation. Okay. So I ended up having less money and caused me more financial strife because I still decided to, AKA, just book the flight. And that's the mentality that we're in right now. And that's why we have I think it was when I did my last live stream on about debt. I think we're almost at $1 trillion in credit card debt right now, right? And so that's why our credit card debt amount is sky high, is because people have that mindset. And here's the thing, guys. I don't believe that you can travel away your pains and sorrow. I personally don't believe that you can travel away your pains and sorrow. If we're going to be honest with you guys, you were feeling great while you were on travel. But I guarantee you, if you were to sit back and evaluate what I'm saying to you right now, right, you're going to think, okay, and then when I came home, how did I feel? The pain came back. If you were struggling from a breakup, the pain from the breakup came back. If you were struggling from a death in the family, the death of the family came back. So the reality, guys, is that we have to fight and pray on our problems and solve our problems first and stop trying to find cover ups, temporary solutions, temporary feels so we can feel good at the moment and relieve us of that stress. A lot of us are in the issues and problems that we face now because we kept pushing off things, trying to smoke it away, drink it away, travel away, hide it away, and the problem keep resurfacing. And one thing I want you guys to know, a lot of you guys probably have never fulfilled your purpose in life because God is trying to teach you this lesson, but you keep running from it. You keep running from the lesson, so you're stuck. You're not making progress. You're not growing. You're not expanding, and you're wondering why other people's growing. It's because you keep trying to run from what He's trying to teach you. And a lot of you may be having financial issues because He's trying to teach you that you cannot buy love. You cannot self-care yourself to feel good. You have to rely on God, guys. There's no way around it. And I'm thinking of a lot of you will be so much more happier, more at peace internally and in your personal lives if you will get off the internet for a while, pray, and focus more on that. And then you won't even have to buy anything. You won't need the designer bag. You won't need the trip. You'll just use the trip just because you can afford it or you deserve it. You understand? You're not using it to melt your pains away. So that's one thing. A lot of you guys are traveling to melt your pains away, and then you're coming back and the pain still exists. Don't I even seen clients, guys, travel their pains away, and guess what? They ended up crashing their business. And I'm not talking about a little $100,000 business. I'm talking about almost $1 million company traveled the business away. Every little hiccup, I gotta travel. Every little pain, I gotta travel. Look up, money's not there no more. And so, guys, it happens, and it happens to the best of us. So what we need to do is control whatever we're going through, solve our problems, deal with it head on, and then travel because you were able to settle your issues. Travel because you save. Travel because you can afford it. And for all of you that cannot afford the travel, right? Because I've been in that predicament. Guess what? You don't have to go to Miami. You don't have to go to Florida. You could do a road trip. You could do a staycation. You can, maybe travel and spend a night over your cousin's house, and she live in another state. Instead of you flying, you driving. Like, we got to be creative, guys, when you're trying to build yourself up. And if you guys don't know anything about my story, I didn't spend money for over 9 years. As I was building my company, I didn't buy me a designer bag. And if you guys know my story, I love my designer. Didn't buy no designer bag. I didn't travel. I didn't do nothing. All I did was reinvest my money back into my business and reinvest my money invest the money into my family. And I did that for 9.5 consecutive years of building my company. It was challenging, and it taught me to be creative, and it was a lot to deal with because while everybody was traveling, they ridiculed me. Oh, you supposed to be a business owner. You supposed to be making good money. Why you can't afford to travel? Why you can't do this? Unbeknownst to them, I'm saving for tomorrow. I'm building for tomorrow. So a lot of you guys need to handle your problems for today so you can be free tomorrow, because these people that spending like this, they will be stressed for the rest of their life. I guarantee you. People that's accumulated a lot of debt, they will have to work for the rest of their lives unless they start doing scamming or discharge or charging off stuff or whatever they decide to do. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna show this one. I think I'm gonna get dogged out for this one. Then oh Lord. All right. Let me share the screen. And I think this is gonna be my last one, guys, before I go for the day. Okay. We'll go for the night.
Food, wash clothes, fold. I mean, everything. Like, if you literally, it has to bat with.
There we go. Oh Lord.
Grass, you better wash dishes, cook food, wash clothes, fold. I mean, everything. Like, if you literally, it has to bat. We talked about this. Remember, again, if you're an electrician, you add value to your household by knowing how to do all the electrical stuff. So your 38 is now, I don't know, 72. I don't know, like you.
I ain't double. That's a stretch.
Well, no, because that's a
other value.
Because wait, hold on.
That's a hustle. Because you got your job, then you got your side gig. No, that's a hustle.
But that's what women need to understand too. If you only make 38,000, 50,000, you better cook, you better clean, you better wash my clothes, you better fold them and iron them and hang them up. No, because that is your value. That's your tangible value. Now you're 50,000.
Now if she's good in bed.
Even if she's good in bed, listen, it's 2022. There's a lot of box out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting easier and easier by the years to get it. If you make $50,000 as a woman, you better come correct and do your due diligence in that household the same way as a man who makes $50,000 better know how to be handy. He better know how to do what.
If you make 38.
All right, guys. So here's my intake on this. A lot of y'all don't even know what careers, the income that different careers make, the different salaries that these careers make. So first of all, she's like, if you are an electrician, and you make $38,000, first of all, an electrician does not make $38,000 even out of apprenticeship. They make at least $50,000 right out of apprenticeship. Okay. Then the moment they have about 1 year or even maybe 2 solid years of experience outside of their apprenticeship, if they apply themselves, they should be at about $80,000 to $90,000. Within 5 years, an electrician can easily be from $150,000 to $250,000, depending on the company that he's working with. That's one issue. A lot of y'all females don't realize that a lot of these blue collar jobs make a lot of money. See, y'all sitting there dogging out the foreman, you're sitting there dogging out the electrician, you're sitting there dogging out all of our blue collar workers, thinking that they don't make money. Yes, they work hard and they might smell a little bit or whatever because they work hard, but they're making good money. And see, a lot of them can easily transition to making and starting businesses and making millions of dollars. A lot of y'all need to go and watch this program. I think it was on ABC called Blue Collar Millionaires. And you're going to see guys that own dump trucks and all sorts of weird, manly businesses, and they're making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And here y'all go talking about electrician, talking about this. You don't even know what these industry salaries are. So first of all, if you don't know what the money that they're making, stop speaking on them, number one. And number two, you see how he was able to come back to her full fold. He said, oh, well, you're only making $50,000. You're able to do this. You're able to do this. This is why you cannot value a human being based on the dollar amount that you get paid. Because guess what? You have now put your value of what you're worth in your employer's hand. So if your employer can only afford to pay you $50,000, but you know you have a skill set of $80,000 to $100,000, and your female is coming to you talking about you worth $50,000, this, and this, it don't even make sense, guys. This is how y'all. See, let me explain something to you, Black people. This is how I know that a lot of you guys are still operating in that poverty mindset. You have this poverty mindset. This is why every man that you're dealing with, you're afraid that he's trying to take you for your money, or you have to have money because you're afraid of being without. You're afraid of not having. You're afraid of it. And I get it, guys, because I'm there building my company. I feel it. I've struggled. I know how it feels, right? But the reality is that we're never going to get anywhere if we're only actually valuing people based on the dollar amount that they make. Because your 6 figures that your employer pay you can be gone tomorrow. And then you're going to be looking at your husband that make the $50,000 for him to now start that business that you never encouraged him to start. And so here's the thing, guys. Y'all have some healing to do. And some of you females are going to say, oh, you can have struggle love. Guys, when it's real love, when it's really the way it's supposed to be, the way that God designed it, your man can make millions of dollars easily with your support. That's why God said they need a helpmate, because we're supposed to help them to make the millions of dollars. The issue is that y'all want people's ex-husbands. Y'all want people's husbands that we have already developed to be successful. You guys don't want to go through the trenches like we did, where they didn't have any money, and help them build. Y'all want our husbands at finished products. That's what's happening. Y'all want our husbands at finished product because they've already achieved the 6 figures, the success, and they are manly and high value or whatever. So you guys actually want our finished products. Because a man is never at his finish or at his best. I don't care what man say this, without a solid God-fearing woman. Yeah, you might, climb up the corporate ladder, work hard, but your lifestyle might be shitty. You might have bad character. You might be an a-hole. That's where your wife come into place to make your character better. Pray for you. All of those things to make you guys just absolutely amazing. So I think the Black community, we're suffering from this poverty mindset. And then also, and I'm going to leave you guys with this because this is my thought. I think God actually is allowing Black women for us to make the majority of the money because he already knows that society was not going to give it to our men directly. So indirectly, we're supposed to, and I'm not saying to give them the money. That's not what I'm saying. So do not put words in my mouth. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we're supposed to be the stepping stone, the stool, the foundation, so they can get started, open up the door. So if you're in HR and you see a Black man that's highly qualified for the position, you're supposed to hire him. Okay. If you are if you own a company and you have positions that are highly paid and Black men are submitting applications and they're qualified, you're supposed to hire them. I don't think God put us in this position, guys, for us to look down on our men. I think he put us in this position to uplift them. And he's not saying give them the money, but give them the foundation and the platform and possibly the opportunity. And we're not looking at that. So in 12 years, and I'm gonna tell my team, record this. Because normally when he puts stuff in my spirit, I'm never wrong. I don't know why. You can ask my husband, almost ask everybody around me. Anything he put in my spirit always happens. I'm thinking about maybe 10 to 12 years, all the women that has been afraid to really band with a man and be his helpmate, you're going to lose that 6-figure job. I'm not wishing it, but I can feel it happening because he gotta make us learn our lesson. I really don't believe he gave us this money for us to throw it in these men's face and make them feel like crap. We emasculate them. I think he really gave it to us because he knew this Babylon, this society, this country would not give it to our men directly. Because if you was to give every Black man a solid woman and 6 figures, they're unstoppable. So God got to kind of maneuver things so they can't ever stop us. But we're stopping them because we don't want to be helpmates. We think he's giving us this opportunity for us to gloat and stomp on other people in our community. And that's the Black men. So guys, I think women, you guys will have a rude awakening in about 10 years from now. Because I'm 38. So in 10 years, it's even hard to fathom this, guys. Well, I'm okay with aging. But in 10 years, I'll be 48. Okay. In 10 years, some of you guys will be 48 like me. Some of you guys are even older than me. Some of you might be 55, 60 years old at that time. Some of you may be a bit younger. And then that's what's going to hit. It's going to hit then. It's not going to hit now. But I'm asking you guys to really open your mind frame. Do you really think God is blessing all these Black women with all of these opportunities just for us to shit on Black men? He didn't. This is just my belief. You can ridicule me. I think he did it so we can open up the doors. So that's all I got for you guys. I love you guys so much. I just wish you guys all success, happiness, love. All right. And the absolute whatever that's good to come to fruition, guys. I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Folasade TV. Okay. And if you guys want to send me any content that you want me to talk about, or any tax tips or things like that, any questions that you guys have, send them to me as well. And then I can answer them during my live streams. Okay. So I will see you guys in another day. I love you guys. Bye. Look, I'm supposed to be not waving like that. Try to get my little music on. Let me see. Bye. Wait. Bye. Okay.